Hello, good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Or good afternoon, good evening, or good night, depending on where you are on this beautiful planet. Howdy. Hi. How's it going? Oh, goodness. Look at everybody here. I have some things to say this morning. Hello. Hello, Ptolemy, Holly, Andara, Arcadian, Book Lady, Apoca, SJ, Christine, Melanie, Lyric, Christina, not a Pop-Tart, Joyful, Natural, Lottie, I'm sure is in here, Bex, Fruit Bat, Christine, Vats Marathon, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. How's everybody going? Hello! Hello! And for those of you I didn't call out specifically, I'm sorry, there's just a lot of people in the chat. Hello, good morning. So, I've just washed my face. Oh, I haven't even got my light on. I'm the worst. Say hi to Chair, guys. Hi, Chair. I'm the worst. Look at that. That makes such... See, that was the difference between light and no light. Light really does do a lot. So I've got a few things to say. It is morning in Oz. It's 6:24 a.m. My neighbours love me. Got a few things to say. First of all, it's cold. It is cold. Let me pull up the Brisbane weather. Because it's cold. Oh, phone, I'm awake. I know, mate. It is 19 degrees Celsius, which is 66 degrees Fahrenheit. See, it does get cold in Australia. Freezing. So I slept in jammies last night, which involved a shirt, but I've got my hoodie, so we're good. My hoodie, my wearable blanket, if we want to try and shorten that word again in an appropriate fashion. Hey Lucy, good morning. So that's the first thing. It's cold here. Second thing that we're going to talk about, 66 baby, please. It is cold. I'm a tropical flower. Or a tropical fruit, as many people refer to me as. So it's cold for me. All right, that's the first thing. Second thing is, I was truly hoping at this moment I would have one of those shitty little party poppers with the streamers. Just imagine I have one. The channel has hit 5,000 subscribers overnight. That's not overnight, but overnight we hit the milestone. So that's pretty cool. That's really cool. It's beyond disbelief for me. Beyond belief. Isn't that a dance studio? Beyond belief. Wasn't that Alyssa Edwards' dance studio? It's wild. It's wild. There are 5,000 people out there who care enough to hit the subscribe button and want to listen to me complain on the internet pretty much daily. So that's nice. That's nice. That's a fun surprise. Thank you all so much for being here. Obviously, I wouldn't be here without all you guys. I'd like to thank the Academy and my audience, because without the audience, obviously, I wouldn't be here. Also, can we get some love in the chat for the mods, because again, we wouldn't be doing these lives without the mods being their amazing, talented, selves in every way. So just a big thank you from me to the audience, and a special a special shout out from me to the mod squad, because they do an amazing job. Jude, thank you so much for the super sticker. It's an adorable loaf monster. Lucy, thank you so much for the super sticker. We have pears. Not jelly beans. We have pears. So that's that. Right. I'm going to get my hoodie on. Mod Squad, is the delay on the stream alright? Do we want it a little bit looser? I don't know. Also, thank you for the audience. Thank you for the channel members. Thank you for the mods. Thank you for everyone. Thank you to Chantel and Amber for multiple reasons, but we'll get into that. Pace is great. Okay, cool. Thanks, Lacey. Alrighty, we're going full camo mode here. Full camera mode. Because it's cold and I have my wearable blanket. So we're good. We're good. Okay. So, I'm not doing the Amber video. I'm not. I watched it while I was getting ready, and by while I was getting ready, I mean, it literally took me all of, what was it, like, how long was that video even? Like 3 minutes? I don't know. It was a very short video. If you haven't seen the Amber video, it's not worth, like, sorry, boo, it's not worth. Sorry, 5 minutes and 55 seconds. It was, here's my weight. I'm down weight. Oh, now I'm on the couch. And it's a Sunday, and I clocked it was a Sunday. I was just like, wait, even in wibbly wobbly timey-wimey land, it's Wednesday morning. So if this was filmed on a Sunday, it's at least 4 days old. It's probably older than that, to be fair. Like, cynical Zach sitting here being like, yeah, but what Sunday? Was this Sunday in, like, January? Was it, like, what? Sunday? It's the middle of the week. Why is your day 3 on a Sunday? So that. Hey, DJ. DG, sorry. Hello, Milk Tea. How are you? Grug, lovely to see you. So we're not watching Amber today. We might watch it tomorrow if there's a further update. But in essence, my phone is very angry. In essence, if you haven't caught the ALR video, here's it in short. Oh, hey, I'm on track. I lost weight. Oh, hey, it's a Sunday. I'm struggling with the decision to order in. Oh, hey, here's a voiceover. I got some good news, but I can't talk about it. End. That's it. That's all you missed. You're welcome. We're all going to go and watch it like a second and third time anyway, because that's at least the type of audience member I am. But we don't need to look at it here. Instead, fuck, what is this mess? What is this mess? I was laying in bed last night thinking, she's going to stick to this schedule. Chantel is going to stick to this schedule, and it will be potentially one of the first things we've seen a completion and follow through on. And that just made me all kinds of sad. That made me all kinds of sad. I was like, this is, I'm turning you off, Mr. Phone. This is wild. So you can't, you know what? Here's the argument we can now kind of make, is that you can't argue that you can't follow through on anything, because you so far 2 out of 7, like, the reasoning behind it all and the reality of it all sucks. But, like, I think that Foodie's going to go 7 days of mukbanging. And that's, like, that shows an element of drive. Now, whether or not it's being used for, like, good or bad, not to put morality into the discussion of diet, but whether or not it's used for good or bad, like, we'll see. No, we won't see. We know. We know what it's being used for. Anyway, the YouTube of it all. Hello, Milk Tea. I haven't watched Milk Tea's trolling video yet, but I fucking love the thumbnail. I really do. Stevie, welcome to Pulpy. Thank you for becoming a channel member. Shelby, thank you so much for the super sticker. Thanks for being you. Thank you for being you, and thank you for being here. I very much appreciate it. Thank you. Annie, thank you for the super chat. Annie says, Chantel's birthday wish, a gigolo. Chantel's birthday reality, watching American Gigolo on Prime. Leave an F in chat for Richard Gere, our fallen comrade. Excellent. This is 29 minutes, so we're going to get it sped up because I've got work in the morning. And by in the morning, I mean I have to leave for work in about an hour and 20. And knowing me, 30 minutes is at least an hour worth of talking. So here we go!
Hello, Foodie Beauties.
Hello.
You miss me, even after you watch my videos. Well, good news. Follow me on Instagram.
Not at the moment, miss. I speak about... Okay, look. Disclaimers at the top. I'm not a medical or healthcare professional. These are just my opinions. I'm just a guy who lost some weight on the internet. Cool. I'm not here pretending to be an authority. Don't listen to me. Second of all, not here to bully, not here to hate, not here to harass, not here to shame. Not here to do any of those things. Here to talk about the produced content that we see that is produced and in this case very produced and monetized on this platform. Foodie is kind of secondary to a lot of the things that we talk about. But anyway.
Hey guys, so I decided to turn on comments because
Okay, let me just say decided to turn on comments potentially because look, let's talk about the algorithm for a minute, because Lucy and I were having a great discussion about the algorithm last night, and I was like, I seem to, like, I kind of get it a little bit. Alright, Miss Foodie Beauty has 86.8, look, here. Sorry, I know we're here to react, I know, but if you're not used to me getting sidetracked by now, sorry. Mentally, hello, thank you for the super chat. Mentally says, with Foodie Beauty doing the see my leg is skinny, I look skinny today, I think she might be parroting Nick. Yes, that was brought to light yesterday, I agree. Because he says stuff like that sometimes in vids. Yeah, mentally, I think so. I think there's a lot of, like, it's not quite parody. And that's the thing. It's like, oh, it would be interesting if people... Wait, what? There's another video? Oh, God! Quick, get it up before it's deleted. There's a video from 16 minutes ago. Stop telling fat people how to eat that... Wait, what? Stop telling fat people how to eat. Full stop. Carbs are fine. What is even going on? What is even going on? Ah! Joyce, thank you for the super chat. Joyce says, I wonder if this is all because she needs money, plain and simple. This is very odd behavior. I would say yes. Back to the She changed the title. Oh, did she, Arcadian? Ooh, call in sick to work, please. No, it's okay. We'll get through it. What did it change from? Interesting. Receipts? Receipts. What I was going to say is that if we look at the views just across like the last couple of things, the algorithm isn't Foodie Beauty friendly at the moment. 2 reasons. The first reason is because she keeps like chopping and changing her name from Chantel Marie to Foodie Beauty. That kind of pulls a lot of the search out of it, even if you only do it like for a day, for instance. I think that was the case. It was only a day, right? Maybe 2 at a stretch. I know, guys. The crows are agreed. That kind of pulls you out of the algorithm a little bit because obviously your channel name, even with her channel name being Chantel Marie, I could still search Foodie Beauty and she would come up. So that's fine. It just means that her channel has a little less pull, and there are changes to the algorithm at the moment, and you guys would have noticed when you search for a channel creator, you'll often find videos first, and you won't see the direct channel link. Specifically on mobile, I think that happens. So it is just an interesting angle that Daddy G is taking with not just the algorithm, but the actual formatting of searching, right? Second of all, she's big mad in the rant. Oh, so we should leave the rant till later? Is that right? It was titled rant. Oh, okay. Now I'm understanding. It is all in caps. And it's only 7 minutes 40. She could have got that mid-roll if she'd just, like, buffered for an extra 20 seconds. Just saying, producer cap, off. The second thing to talk about in regards to the algorithm is that, like, her numbers are not great. Like, her live lunch, which was an hour, and I think her live lunch, like, had a little bit of content in there. She could have trimmed this live lunch down to 10 minutes. Should she have? You know I'm not a fan of the mukbangs, so no. But she could have. She could have trimmed this down into a neat, like, 15-minute video, and it probably would have hit more than 18,000 views. I'm not saying 18,000 views is small. I'm just saying, looking at the number of views on this channel over the last month, we can see where there have been more viewed, more popular videos versus the lives of it all. Right? Right. We're all waiting for the delete. Oh. Rant first. Okay, alright guys, we're taking a bit of a detour here. Hi, welcome to Pulpy Syntax, where we get distracted by shiny things. Very easy. Ephemeral, hi, good morning. Yes, it's 6:37 a.m. The things I do to just keep talking all day. Talk. Let's... Alright. Team, hold on. Let me change some stuff. I'm just gonna update my deets. We're gonna watch. Let's get into the rant first. Let's do reverse chronological because that makes more sense to me. Right? Does that make sense? I think it makes sense. Reverse chronological. Because this way I get to see what the argument is first without being manipulated or persuaded in any way by what she's actually talking about. I can take everything she says at face value, out of context, as if I were a completely fresh perspective, and it will impact my criticism and critique moving backwards on the
It is ridiculous.
Oh, okay. We're not even going to work into Oh, I feel like she's upset with me. ALR's videos was nothing. We spoke about that earlier. If you want to rewind, you can. This live will be up. Have we done no, ephemeral, we're not doing the ALR video. There was nothing to it. I skipped straight over it. I gave you guys a 20-second rundown of what it was. It's not important. It's not important. It's just not interesting for me. Okay, we're gonna rev up. Everyone find your buddy. Everyone find your buddy. I feel like I just even looking at this still am anxious. That's just the type of person I am. And now it's raining outside. Ugh. I have to walk to work. Anyway, this makes me anxious. Lily, she does look upset. She looks mad. That's okay because we don't really talk about the physicality of it all. You know what I think about this jumper? I think it should have pearls all the way around, but that's just me. Bazinga, welcome to Pulpster. Thank you for joining. Deep breaths, everyone. Deep breaths. Find our zen. I got some coffee. And I'm taking this video with zero context at all because I haven't seen the last interesting... Well, no. Stop getting distracted. Damn it, Zach. I wonder if... I hope you all can hear the rain. I wonder if in the last video where she did turn on comments where she's not seeing the support she is used to in her echo chamber, I wonder if that's a thing. I'd be interested to go back in the YouTube-ness of it all to see what the comments look like on the GIGOLO video. But anyway, we're going to get into let's get to. Do we want it? We'll play it at normal speed for a refresher. It's only 7 minutes 40. And here we go.
It is ridiculous that an overweight person is told what to do or what they can and cannot eat, what they can and cannot wear.
Miss, let's open the floor here and let me just interrupt you, Chantel. You can eat, you can wear whatever the fuck you want. You put it on the internet, people are going to talk about it. There. Done. It's done. It's over. It's done. Chantel, we don't have to live in your body and we don't have to live your existence, mama. So you do you. You are within your rights to do whatever the hell you want. You have the freedom to do whatever the hell you want. Now, can I sit here and say, should this be on the internet? Yes, because guess what? It's my opinion. Everyone has an opinion. Everyone has the ability to share the opinion. Just like everybody has the ability to sit down and eat on camera. My opinion is that what you do, Foodie, is kind of shitty, shouldn't be normalized, and is basically unhealthy. It's influential to individuals, and that's it. That's my opinion. People call me out on my opinion. People tell me my opinion's wrong, and that's okay. But you have the right to do whatever the fuck you want. I have the right to say I don't want to support it. And I understand the hypocrisy of me being a fan and watching every single video because that in itself is an act of support. However, what I don't support is the fact that there is very little conversation from the content creator about the responsibility of the content, but there is fucking miles long worth of reel about these are my health concerns. These are the questions that I have. These are the, do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean, though? So, miss, do whatever the fuck you want. But, do you not see your own hypocrisy of, I can eat whatever I want, I can do whatever I want, and oop, there's an ER trip, oop, there's a doctor's visit, oop, there's a liver double the size of a normal liver, oop. Like, do you not see why your audience is frustrated? Ultimately frustrated. If you don't like it, click off. No. No, because it's interesting. It's interesting. Ultimately, I want Foodie to do well. With all of this chat going on, do I think it's ever going to happen? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But the pressure from her audience isn't going to change her behavior. And that's fine. And I'm not really here to talk about Chantel anymore. At first, I was just like, you go, you've got this. That empathy is dwindling to dry because of the emotional roller coaster she's putting the audience through. Now, oh, there's something in my eye. Sorry, guys. Now, we're utilizing both Amber and Chantel less to talk about them as individuals and more to motivate and inspire ourselves to live better and healthier lives, but also to call out the shenanigans and why the fuck is this the thing? Why? Just why? Also, hopefully, if anyone is going to be influenced by these individuals in a negative way, they can also find reaction channels who can call out why it is or should not be influential. Like, 15-year-old Zach out there in the past, like, don't get inspired by this to be like, oh, I can make money on the internet by hurting myself with my diet. Don't do that, Zach. Anyway. Sorry if I'm missing channel memberships, teams. I got a bit heated in that first 11 seconds of the video.
On a public platform. It is ridiculous that people mental illness shame others. When you say things like, she's manic, she's bipolar, you're saying it. Hi,
yeah, that's why here in this chat we're not diagnosing. We don't do that. Because who the fuck am I? I'm not a mental or physical healthcare professional, and I do not feel comfortable with diagnoses at all. Asterisk. The one asterisk that we move aside from that is when you bring your health to the channel, expect your audience to talk about the content, mama. Expect it. If you come onto the channel and you say you've just been prescribed Ozempic, if you come to the channel and say you've just been prescribed a high cholesterol medicine, if you talk about your depression medication, if you bring that shit online, your audience is going to talk. And when speculation comes into it, which is dangerous when it comes to the diagnosis, but when your audience speculates, it's because there is no clear line of narrative. It's because you're not taking your audience on a mental health journey, but you're utilizing your mental health as content. Cool? Cool. Done. Throaty, and thank you so much for the little loaf monster. Much love as well. Hey Tara, this video was only uploaded like 20 minutes ago, so we're just catching it quick before we go backwards into the
in a derogatory, condescending way. And if I did have that mental illness, what's your point? Why are you mental illness shaming? Don't use it as an insult. How is it okay?
We don't. We take the health of everything quite seriously in regards to like, and here's the thing. Being told this, I'm not trying to reduce or minimize someone's thoughts, feelings, and emotions. I'm truly not. The argument I am trying to make is based purely on the content, right? So, in return, don't do it to others, right? Don't call people psychopaths. Don't call people serial killers. Don't, call people names, period. End of. And when we're talking about the mental health of it all, it is tricky and it is sticky and it is hard, and that's why I'm not interested really in talking about it. The content comes up consistently. I'm not interested in talking about it. I have no experience with mental health. I am not a mental health care professional. I'm not interested in it. When it comes up in content, that's her bringing it up in content. She chooses what to put on this camera, not us. Now, I'm not saying that there aren't individuals out there who do go in on the mental health of it all and do go in on the diagnoses of it all. It's just not, it's not what we do here. Cool? Cool.
For skinny mukbangers to gorge on thousands of calories. But it's not okay for me to eat any fucking thing other than...
Eat what you want, I don't care. As for this argument against skinny and fat mukbangers, we fucking hear it all the time, and it's a tired argument because, and here's the secret, Chantal, do skinny mukbangers showcase the deterioration of their health on their channel? Do they? Do they? If that is your gripe, also over 500 people in the chat, thank you so much for being here on this beautiful Wednesday morning. If you'd like to boop the snoot and give me a like, that'd be amazing. That's the thing. I'm not labeling any other mukbanger skinny, fat, whatever. But I would question whether or not any other mukbanger really brings health questions onto their channel. And if they do, I imagine they have a very similar audience reaction. Oh boy, what a coincidence. I would imagine they have a similar audience reaction, much like Amber and Foodie, and this is why they're kind of, paired up quite often, is because if it were just the mukbangs, sure, you would have an audience getting loud and frustrated that you're eating yourself into, oblivion. But it's the fact that you bring your health onto the channel and utilize your health as content, then it becomes an issue, because it's, why do you not see your actions are having direct consequences? And your audience is like, your audience is human. Your audience is sitting here being like, we don't want to see a human like throwing their life away like this. Please change your behavior. Oh, no, now we're on a diabetic storyline. So shit's fucked. Anyway.
Salad and lean protein. How is it that people...
Well, she didn't mention chicken and broccoli, so she's not mad specifically at me. Whew.
have an issue with me eating corn tortilla chips, but don't have an issue with people eating fucking bacon and cheese and waffles just because they're on a keto diet.
Oh, did Jen do something? Every time Foodie brings up cheese, bacon, and chaffles, I'm just thinking that Jen must have said something. Oh, dear.
Because it's a trend.
I also understand that, like, keto is a very popular diet, and the way that Jen does it is not necessarily the most popular way, but it's only because the two have had interactions on this channel. Again, do you see what I mean? The audience is relying on the narrator. The audience is relying on the content creator to take the story and share the story, and that's what happened. So when she's talking about keto, I'm just picturing it's a confrontation with Jen, because on this channel we have been shown it is a confrontation with Jen, and it is always have a Snicker and go to bed, Jen, or it is always 5 types of cheese in the fridge. Like, media content is interesting because although it doesn't exist in a vacuum, specifically on social media with so much going on, all the noise around it, you can kind of I love all the chaffles in the chat. You can kind of take things as one episode, right? So I always try to think of like what a transient audience member would think if this was their first introduction to Chantal, knowing not at all what is going on, versus the audience members like us who have been deep in it for such a long time, who they're just like, any mention of cheese means that like Jen said something. Anyway,
stupid. How is that okay? I've turned comments off again because the minute I open them up, it's just constant negativity about what I'm eating and shaming me for what I'm eating. Like, that fucking helps.
It doesn't help, and that's why I quite often tell chat, like, if we're covering a live and she's live or anything like that, we don't need to interact. We don't. Because it's just going to cause Chantel as an individual more stress, more concern, more what she feels as shame. Again, I'm not trying to minimize her emotions and feelings. So there's that. But it's quite clear that she's not listening to her audience at all, which is her choice. She can choose to do that. But, like, you are the content creator. You get sorry, there's something in my eyes. I think it's the fleece. You get the choice to do that. You can turn off comments. You can completely disregard them. You don't have to check your comments. Hell, like, for those of you who are on YouTube Studio, there is literally a little box that has your 3 top comments, and that's it. It just takes the willpower not to check those. Now, admittedly, I check my studio backend pretty frequently across the day. So I see a lot of comments. Even the ones that don't get picked up on the spam beforehand. So, like, when I see them, do I feel bad when people call me out on my shit? Yeah, I do. But if they've got a good point, they've got a good point. I respect people's opinions if they're calling me out on something that has a point. If they're just calling me the F slur or, like, saying that my voice is annoying, like, sorry, there's not much I can do about that. But okay. You feel how you feel.
Said so many times before that I'm not eliminating foods. I'm not restricting. It's my life. Let me fucking live it the way I want to.
Wasn't she talking about a water cleanse at some point this week? Historians, let me know. That's a flip-flop of narrative? I would never.
If you have a problem with it, then just leave my channel. I'm keeping comments off. I don't know. I hope for a long time. Because honestly, I'm so much fucking happier when I don't have to listen to it.
Okay, so now I'm walking back my statement about realizing traction. Because keeping comments off keeps engagement lower, which keeps you out of recommended feeds, which keeps your views lower, right? It's all very simple in regards to understanding it. It's very complex in the actual back end. But, like, if your comments are off, your video is less likely to do well. And now I question whether or not she's actually wanting these videos to do well, or, like, what is the purpose of these videos now? Ooh, that's an interesting question. Anyway.
When I don't have to hear people judging me for what I eat just because I'm fat. You don't know the full story on my health.
We don't? We don't? Can we talk about the fact that the last 2 weeks have been nothing, like, have been just health and food, and that's it. Like, to be fair, this channel has become a health and lifestyle channel over anything else now at this stage. I miss the vlogs, guys. Remember vlogs? But here's the thing. Don't sit here and say you don't know the full story when you're on fucking live streams asking chat how to inject your Ozempic. Yeah, because we as audience members may not be privy to your full health history, and we don't need to be. But guess what? You choose to show elements of your health. You choose to show elements of your health, and you choose to show your lack of knowledge of your own health. So, that's on you, boo. That's all. That's it. Don't come in here big mad about the health when it is your choice to share the health, and you're showing... If you're not... Here's the other thing that I was trying to get around to, right? It is quite obvious in Chantel's content that it is all either 100% or 0%. Yeah? It's mukbangs or it's water fasts. We see that. And we can make that call based on the content. Not Chantel as an individual, just the content. So I honestly failed to believe in regards to a conversation about content that she's showing 100% or that she's not showing 100% of the medical. Because she's certainly not showing 0%. And I don't know if there's, like, any grey area in there that Chantel could be only showing 50% of her health. Because everything is content, and those live streams get real dead airy. So, sure. If you want to say you're not showing 100% of your health content, fine. But, like, it's just going to get your audience even more upset that you're choosing to not show stuff. because you are choosing to show quite a lot. Anyway.
Don't know everything. You don't know what I'm working on in therapy. You don't know my real blood sugar levels. You only know...
We don't know your real blood sugar levels, miss. Then why the fuck are you taking random blood sugar readings on lives? What the fuck? You also told us your blood sugar level was 6. So now you're just blatantly saying Chantel lies. Hey Lydia, thank you so much for the super chat. Love you, Zach, but I'm doing a sprint in place every time you talk, and it would be great if you would talk less. I'm sorry. I'm sorry anyone out there who's doing a health challenge to this today. What? What? She got on camera and she told us her blood sugar reading was 6, that her A1C was 6. What are you talking about? You don't know the real number. Miss, unless you don't know the real number or you're choosing just to lie. Those are the two options. Either you falsified the chat or you lied. That's it. Because we don't know, apparently. But, like, you told us? You told us the thing. So we know because you told us. Oh. Gaslighting? Is this gaslighting?
What I told you. And I shouldn't have opened that can of worms. Oh, Lord, how I wish I didn't. But even if I didn't, people would still make those comments.
They would, but it would be to a much less degree and probably a much less severe degree, the talk about the health, if you hadn't brought the health to the channel. You can't put that worm back in the box, unfortunately. You could lean into it, you can use it as motivation, but like, this is where we are. This is our reality.
Because look at someone like Hungry Fat Chick's comments. Constantly just shaming and shaming for what she's eating. It's her life. Let her live it. It's my...
It is her life. I don't know anything. I know diddly squat about Hungry Fat Chick. I don't know if she, like, how she handles the negative criticism, the hate, the commentary. I don't know how she handles that. But I don't know if it's in the same way that Chantel does.
Life, let me live it. Again, if you're so bothered, then just leave. People are sickeningly obsessed with what fat people put in their mouths. It's...
Hi, not obsessed, interested, yes, but also less obsessed with Chantel as an individual, more interested in the produced content and the way that it impacts us as viewers.
Ridiculous. And if I have to hear one...
We do talk about the food, however, because, hi, if you're new, I used to be morbidly obese. I lost quite a bit of weight over the last year, using Chantel as inspiration, because every time she eats something, I go, that looks nice, and then I realize, like, I think it all out, and then go, I'm gonna go have some chicken and broccoli, and that's okay.
One more time, your channel's promoting, you're influencing people to be obese just by existing?
Oh, that's my argument! Yeah, hi Chantel!
And just by eating something I want to eat is so fatphobic. It's...
No, it's not fatphobic. It's the reality of what social media is designed to do. Social media at its current stage is designed to sell shit, yeah? It's like, it's capitalism. That's what it is. That's why sponsorships exist. That's why, like, ad revenue exists. It's designed to, like, churn money. So when you sit there and you say, I've got the new, like, crispy chicken burger, like, from Burger King, from Hungry Jack's, isn't it delicious? If you're not sponsored, you're advertising for them. That's the first thing. Second of all, if you're an easily if you're an easily influenced individual, you can see this content and you can see Chantel saying, yeah, this is how I make my money. This is my job. And you can be influenced to say, if I just eat shit food on camera, I can get paid for it. I can get paid for it. And then I can, like, pay my bills with the money that I make from eating shit food on camera. And this is where we come into monetizing the deterioration of health, because admittedly, when you eat the shit food on the internet, your health may not be like the first priority. That part. That's all.
It's disgusting. And just be quiet. It's just frustrating as a fat person having to deal with this day in and day out since the beginning of my channel. I don't want to close my channel. because I love doing this. I love making videos. For people who like to watch them, not for people who obsess over everything I do and hate me for it, for what I put in my mouth, or for not dieting the way they think I should be, for eating carbs. I've had fucking death threats over eating carbs.
Okay, not death threats. Not here to condone death threats. Not here to really condone any form of interaction with Foodie at all, because she doesn't need it. She doesn't need it. We can talk about it here. We can talk about it here. We can talk about the shenanigans and the things we disagree with and our opinions and thoughts and feelings here. Doesn't need to be about Chantal.
I had nasty comments over because I eat too many carbs. I could tell you where to shove your carbs.
She does eat a lot of carbs, though.
I'm so sick of the word. It's so triggering. You don't understand that. You're not helping. You think you are. You think that other people being nice are enabling, and that you're helping with your shaming, shitty comments. It's the fucking opposite.
Not shaming. Are my comments sometimes shitty? Possibly. You could, I mean, that's subjective. What comes out of my mouth is subjective based on the audience and how they interpret it. But like, again, not about Chantal anymore. It's just not. The chat has evolved into something beyond that, because we're here utilizing your content to inspire and motivate ourselves. We want to go live our healthiest life possible, because a lot of your audience, Chantal, you could have been such a success with so much of your audience. Like so much of the audience would have gotten on board if you just stuck to something for a little while and been successful for a little while. And also had a healthy relationship with your audience. If you had found that group of people who were less about the enabling of the eat whatever you want, girl, you got this, and more about the Chantal, thank you so much for showing me that anyone can do it. Thank you so much for showing me that tenacity is important and that consistency is important and that we can achieve anything if we put our minds to it and we just need the motivation to do it. It could have been so different. But instead of taking onus of where she is, it's much easier to blame the audience, I think. But that's a thing.
Okay? Everyone has free will.
I need to stop pausing.
Everyone's allowed to live their life the way they want to. If
we are not going to get through the next video.
Try to be healthy one minute and do what I want the next, that's my fucking prerogative. But just because you see me eating rolled tacos or a meal that's not steamed fucking vegetables and quinoa does not mean, or chaffles,
it was
or 8 pounds of cheese does not mean I'm not doing anything and that I've given up. So, please.
The narratives
shut it.
Direct that you kind of have given up, though. Specifically the new narrative of mukbanging every week after literally giving us a health update 2 days ago. But yeah, that part.
I don't want to turn off comments. And then even some people I thought were like...
I'm trying, Rusty.
really good supporters are like...
Oh.
Have turned on me for I don't even know what the fuck. Obviously
drama.
Not real supporters to begin with. You can leave too. I really don't care. I don't need you.
I hate this. I'm sorry, guys. I said I would try to get through this quickly. I truly dislike a content creator. Truly dislike this attitude of a content creator being like, well, you all supported me back then, but now you hate me. It's like, just, it doesn't matter. It's not that deep. You don't need to call people out. And I know they're not calling them out individually, but you don't need to call the actions out to your audience who are watching. You don't. You keep it pumping, sis. You just move it along. I have had people who have disagreed with things that I have said or routes I have taken conversations and said, I have been here from the start and I don't agree with what you're doing. I can't watch you anymore. And that's okay. That's okay. Because things change. And that's okay. We don't need to say that that's shitty. We don't need to say whether or not what I think is right or wrong or what their actions are right or wrong. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You don't need to call it out. This is bonkers.
I don't care if you want to unsubscribe. I'm not going to stop living how I want to live just because you disapprove of it. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm not murdering anybody. I'm not doing anything morally wrong. If I trigger you...
My morals say that these actions are wrong. That's it. And by these actions, I'm just talking about, like, the mukbang and the health and the monetizing the deterioration of it. Like, morally, I think that is not great. But that's my subjective opinion. And our morals are our own, so...
When you have an eating disorder, don't watch me then. Don't watch me. I'm not responsible for how you live your life. Or
no, but you are responsible for the content that you put out. Oh! Oh, I'm sorry, headphone users. Oh, God. Oh, God. You are responsible for your content, miss. Holy shit.
who I'm triggering. I'm not responsible for everyone's actions. You can't lay that...
Put a warning up, right? Put a warning, put a trigger warning, put whatever. Do that, because that's on you. That's not on the audience. The audience shouldn't be expected to be like, oh, well, I know everything about this channel, so I'll get into it. That's not how that works. You're the content creator, miss. Lenses, right? Lenses and disclaimers and warnings and all of those things.
On somebody, okay? Fat people have to eat. We have a right to eat what we want to eat.
100%.
Just as much as skinny people. You think that two...
It's not an us versus them, Chantel. It's not an us versus them situation. This is a very specific situation where you're eating like shit, your health is deteriorating, and you're talking about it on a public platform that is monetized. That's the difference.
Chili cheese dogs are any healthier for the skinny person than the fat person? You know? Yeah, I've talked about my blood sugar levels, but you know what?
What?
As I've said also,
what?
I can't do drastic, okay? I'm trying to heal my relationship with food.
You just said in this video we didn't know what your blood sugar readings were. And now you're recognizing the fact that you have talked about it. You should also possibly go back and rewatch your live streams like we do sometimes, because you show us those numbers.
The only way I'm going to get anywhere in the first place. Otherwise, it's back to binge city. And that's even worse for my diabetes than the tacos I had for dinner.
Okay, confirmed diabetes? Is this a confirmation? It doesn't matter? No, but it will matter in the history of the narrative. Because, again, guess who feels like an idiot? Because I believed that she said she wasn't. And now it's just confirmation. Ugh.
I want to get these things off my chest. I'm sick of being demonized for when I do give my opinion, and I'm sick of being demonized for being fat and eating what I want.
Don't care about the fatness because we don't talk about it here. Don't talk, like, we do talk about the food in relation to diet because, again, a lot of us as audience members have struggled with our weight. So we've got a lot to talk about there. Whether or not you should or shouldn't be eating it, entirely up to you, and the consequences will be yours and yours alone, Chantal. But it's the produced content for me.
Anyone who's overweight knows. How many times have you started a diet and the very next 5 hours you're stuffing Oreos in your face?
Oh, like
well,
20.
Guess what? I'm no different than you.
Yeah.
Aren't I?
Yeah. Well, no, you are different. You are different. You see, Chantel, because this is the opportunity I get to sit here and be a little bit smug and say, I found success because of you. So thank you. But I didn't have that one. There are many differences between Chantel and I. The one glaring difference is that she eats on camera for money and I don't. So that part. That's all. That's the glaring difference to me. I changed my life around because I was motivated to do so, and also my income didn't rely on it. I'm sorry. It's very clear. Chantel's income entirely relies on eating on camera. That's all. That's because that's her channel. Her channel is food and now health. But, you know.
And every single person judging me, every single overweight person judging me has been there. So you really don't have a right to talk about it. It's so hypocritical.
No. See, those are the people that I feel have every right to voice their opinions and talk about it. I do, because they've lived similar experiences. Those are the people's stories that I enjoy the most. I enjoy stories about people who can reflect on content and be like, oh, I've been there. I recognize this. And it's not just about reactors. It's also about your audience. Chantel, the amount of people who were in your core, original, however you want to phrase that, audience from years past were people there because they saw the similarities. And then you ostracize them because of shit like this. And this is why your true supporters continue to dwindle, I think. Anyway.
But yet it happens. And people love it. Ugh, I'm so sick of it.
Just calling me a hypocrite, yeah.
Yep. I'm so much happier when they're off. I just feel like I can say what I want, I can do what I want, and I don't have to hear it from complete strangers.
You don't.
Who just want to shame me for something that really has no effect on them at all. Anyways, that's all I wanted to say.
Is it?
I'm obviously not in a good mood. So it's unfortunate, but for me, I have to think of my mental health, my happiness for now. And if it affects I'm not even thinking of my views or
Isn't she? Well, I mean, I can't tell what she's thinking, so I won't make that call. I will just say that over the last 2 weeks, her view counts have not been great.
Subscriber count, honestly. I'm thinking,
and by great, I mean that is relative. They haven't been great for her channel. That's a better way of saying it.
Thinking of myself for now. So I'll see you in the next video.
Oh, bye.
It is ridiculous that
Sorry, I thought we'd just loop back around to the start. Okay, stream team. Oh, wait, I don't need this one anymore. I've got this one. Oh, let's talk about tone. Let's talk about tone. We'll collate everything at the end. We have to go.
Attention,
we have to push it, sis.
But please don't be a butt munch. Thank you.
All right, and a 1, and a 2, and a 1, 2, 3, 4.
This is the same shirt, so eagle-eyed viewers will probably assume that video was filmed after this thing.
Need to hurry up here. Starving.
Also, I have 750 people in the chat. Thank you all so much for being here on this beautiful morning. I appreciate you. Let's go.
Oh, yeah. So, today...
No pausing.
I have authentic Mexican food. And, this is going to be a treat.
Didn't she have Mexican the other day?
I ate from here once before, and I
Community tab post, right? No, she would have nuked that. Oh, well.
Dorado? I don't know if that's... Come on. I don't know if I'm saying that properly. It doesn't come with beans? Aww.
Was this the...
I forgot to ask for beans.
Was this the community post?
Alright.
One?
Well, I guess next time.
Because that means it would have been eaten the other day.
So, what I have, let me get this. This is their salad, which is amazing. Amazing salad. Ooh, yeah.
Okay. It's green, guys. We have salad.
That cheese, what's it called? Is it cotija? Cotija cheese? And their homemade mango dressing. Mango lime vinaigrette. Mango.
We spoke about mango.
So good. I don't know what's in it, but I just want to
she did have Mexican the other day.
And actually, I'm going to put some on my rice.
So I'm curious if this is the second Mexican or the same Mexican. And this is pre-recorded. No, it wouldn't be pre-recorded because that... Timelines.
So
hard.
Good. The best thing, though, is their guacamole. It is... it's the best guacamole I've ever had.
Wait, isn't avocado a stone fruit, though?
I have here these tacos. They're 4 tacos dorados. In the center of 2 is cheese and then pulled chicken. So,
okay, focus, Zach.
I also forgot my pico de gallo. Okay, well, you're no longer my favorite. I'm just kidding.
The pico's on your salad, and you pointed it out. Fair.
Guacamole on them. On these rolled tacos.
Not how I would do it.
I guess there's pico de gallo on the salad. Oh, is that supposed to go on the tacos? This lettuce and stuff?
Possibly. This seems a bit confused to me.
Let me just see.
The dressing went on the rice. I know, Toolamine. I know.
You're supposed to put lettuce on them and everything?
Feels strange.
Okay. Let's have some rice.
Oh, she had beans in the last Mexican? Okay, second Mexican for the week then. Very good.
The dressing.
That's fine. This looks like a good meal. I'd smash this.
Unbelievably good.
I would be a little neater,
cheese.
but
It was so good.
that's all. I would have a serviette.
Tortilla cheese? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
I forgot the sour cream. I didn't want sour cream last time. I got this, but I kind of do now.
I'm just confused as to how this is going to be eaten, because it doesn't...
So, guys, while I'm preparing this to eat... Yeah,
look,
these are just...
A plate would have been beneficial here, I feel.
They're so good, you guys. Trust me. They are delicious.
Price of this meal was $36.50. Arcadian... Can we get a shout out for Arcadian in the chat, who also gave me the rundown for calories? Somewhere between 1,900 and 2,000 on this one. Which is...
It's like...
It's a lot. It's a lot considering what it is. Because it's like, I wouldn't think this was super calorie high with all the salad of it all. But then, like, the cheese of it all. So, I guess there's a lot of cheese.
All right, and they have...
Awkward after you made tacos last night, Lottie.
some of their nacho chips, which I really wanted to eat with the black beans.
They didn't have black beans?
Everything is just so delicious.
Okay.
All right. One more bite of rice with the mango dressing.
Hey, Dean.
Let's eat these. Beauty bite. They're crunchy, watch.
Oh. We will pause now. Syra, thank you so much for the super chat. Sarah says, you talking about your weight loss and approaches kept me motivated to lose weight for my health. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the compliment, and congratulations on the journey. And we wish you, well, I wish you luck, and I hope I can continue to be motivational and you smash your goals, and feel free to drop in any time if you need a little bit of a boost. It's great to hear. Thank you. Oh, sorry. Was that a shady pause?
So today, I thought I'd talk about my birthdays because my birthday's coming up.
Yes, it is. So's time. Let's keep it pumping.
I've always been a person who makes...
We'll get through it.
Such a huge deal about my birthday. I mean, I carry it less and less as I get older.
Okay. That's fine. God, this just reminds me why I don't like the mukbangs at all. When I started doing Fitness Friday, I thought it was a great idea because I was like, oh, I can catch all of the bullshit discussions happening while bettering myself. But yeah, sitting down and reacting to a mukbang hits different, and it makes me want to do squats.
Because now that I am old, I don't want to celebrate getting old. But when I was younger, I wanted to celebrate getting old. But
I don't celebrate birthdays all that much, but
I'm having...
It's less about...
Blackberry Perrier. Which is really good.
Less about me, more about family and friends. Also, I fervently believe you're only as old as you feel, so and you have the ability to impact how you feel. You can't change time. Time it will hit you regardless, but you can control the feel.
This year.
Physical, mental, emotional.
My first birthday single.
Do all of that stuff.
So I'm kind of thinking of getting a hotel room somewhere.
The singleness of it all.
It's for a couple of days. Going on my own. There's cilantro in here.
She's spoken about going out to a hotel room for a while now. Like bath bombs. She's spoken about
having
this.
one night to myself. And one night with some company. Just a very, like a one-night stand, but you have to go home after.
Oh God, this is a carryover from the Tinder conversation.
And I want it to be good. Like, I don't want to waste my birthday on crappy sex, you know? So I was thinking, I guess my food was healed.
Oh,
I was thinking
great. A health update.
of getting a
Mid-sex
male
chat.
escort.
Okay.
No.
Oh, then sounds.
I know what you're thinking.
Visceral sounds.
Yeah, I know, Sam. They're so hard. You gotta be careful or you'll cut your mouth. So,
buttons. Let's go.
I know it's a crazy idea, but they're professionals. Like, male gigolos are professionals.
Correct.
No hassle. It's professional sex.
Sex work is work, yes.
Mm-hmm. Beauty bite.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Sometimes it hits me, the topics of discussion and, like, the actual visuals on screen. And, like, talking about sex work can be it needs to be serious in tone, and just, like, being shoved a fucking bit of food in my face while she's trying to have this discussion is really, it's just jarring. Like, yeah. The content of discussion versus the content of visual is jarring for me. Anyway.
That's cheese. So.
Yes, and the term sex worker should absolutely be used. Yes.
I have anxieties.
Thank you, Chad.
Because, like, I gotta shave. I gotta buy KY jelly, lubricant, handcuffs.
What is... I hate, like, worst timeline. Because now we're talking about sex workers, we're also talking about, like, kinks, I suppose, outside of the general discussion of intercourse. Which we brought up yesterday. She was saying how she didn't want to be, like, she didn't want to entertain the thought of asphyxiation. She didn't want to entertain the thought of, like, duct tape because serial killers, according to her. And now talking about handcuffs in regards to intercourse? Like, what? Confused audience member. I don't know what she is trying to say here. Across these two videos, I don't know what she's trying to say. Like, I don't know. Hey, Ashley, sorry you walked into something confusing.
It's big stress.
Yeah, remember yesterday's video? Let's clear the content haze, because we all remember that happened at those discussions. Worst timeline guy.
I mean, it's been so long since my hoe days, like, no. So I want to make it a really good birthday. Like my first birthday being single.
I don't know, guys. I don't know if...
I googled male gigolo. Or male
just use the
escort.
term sex worker.
Man. It's like a catalog. They have their hourly rates, which are expensive.
Ginger Linguist, thank you so much for the super chat. Ginger says she's trying to say she's kinky, but also deserves to be treated like a queen. But you can be kinky and deserve to be treated like a queen. You like that's a very perhaps not easy, but it's a very clear message that you could present. Like, oh, okay. Anyway, I'm not here to have discussions about that in this stream. Maybe a different stream. And me and my experiences. But, like, it's just confusing as an audience member to say, like, I'm not into bondage, but I am. Like, and then to, like, link bondage with serial killers is just, like, fucking gross. So,
Well,
consent is sexy and required and necessary.
This,
oh boy.
Something tells me this is something you don't want to skimp on.
You'd be here for that stream, Tolamine.
You can have white, you can have black, you can have Serbian, you can have Italian.
I can't remember the timeline
They
with
show
BB.
pictures of their eggplant, their burrito.
You can't even say the word dick. Like, I don't know whether or not that's Chantel as an individual or if it's just like the monetization of it all. But this is why I'm sitting here being like, I fail to see, like, the anxiety not taking over, I suppose. And I'm not talking about any diagnosis here. I'm just talking about we all have anxiety. We all have depression. Moments of uncomfortableness for me lead to heightened levels of anxiety. So the way she's telling the story makes it sound as if, like, if she did go through with this, there would be nerves and anxiety, and I just fail to think that she could move forward with something as serious as this topic of discussion. Lydia, thank you so much for the super chat. Lydia says, I made you a fun logo in the chill discussions on Discord. Oh, Lydia, thank you so much. I'll check it out on my way to work because I gotta go in like 20 minutes.
So you can see what you're paying for. Almost like this long. No joke. Carb upon carbs.
Dark Queen, that's a
like,
perfect
whoa.
comment. Absolutely. I understand she's got supporters, but and this is why reaction channels consistently bring up phrases like whiplash, because like we have that, we know there are supporters, we know. And like we as audience members have been there. I think many of us have been trying to support Chantal in a positive light, but emotionally as an audience member, you get sick of it. You get sick of being manipulated into feeling bad because of the health chat, and then expected to like have those feelings completely wiped and invalidated because we're back to mukbangs and we can't talk about how that impacted us as audience members. The channel is about her. It is. She gets to control every piece of content and everything that goes out. How the audience feels, though, can be changed and manipulated by the content and by the creator. So if the creator has the ability to recognize the fact that the audience is saying, we just don't like seeing this anymore, I kind of feel like that's where the conversation went to get to the rant that we got this morning. My time.
You know, have some wine or some drinks. Get a massage. A full body massage. Which might take a long time.
Oh, hey, Angel. Yeah, I totally understand that this story is likely fabricated, but I take a lot of what Chantal says as truth, because it's an interesting angle to take it from. You know, like, what would an audience... Again, it comes back to what would an audience member think if they didn't know the back catalogue of Chantal's ness. So it's kind of like, we already know there were Liza Minnelli's lies in the rant this morning. We know. Because we called it out, because we said, no, actually, you've already told us about your blood sugar levels. Why are you saying we don't know what your blood sugar like, why is this gaslighting happening? But it is interesting in the produced content to take it from an angle of like, what would someone who didn't know the history take away from this? It's what I often do, it just out of interest.
A little
Is the video age restricted? I don't know.
self-deprecating humor for you.
She hasn't
So I'm just
mentioned
thinking,
genitals.
guys, you know.
She's just mentioned eggplants because... So that's what made me
Of
think
course I'm
maybe
gonna do a
it
video.
isn't.
Or several videos. If I do this. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. Best salad. I wish I had the beans, the black beans. They're so good.
Thanks for the super sticker, Beetle Baby. Our weather is not like that today.
Might just end up
very rainy.
staying home. I might chicken out. Because like I said,
okay, then why are we talking
I
about
have a lot of preparation.
Look, I like preparing
shave.
for intimacy, personally. Makes me feel all kinds of good, you know? So, but instead... Okay. Okay, it's fine. It's fine, whatever.
Practice my O face in the mirror.
That was not necessary.
Yeah, I mean...
Was it funny?
I mean... talking about, like...
Shocking.
Some of my favorite best
I was not
moments of my birthdays. And my worst ones. Obviously
hey,
the best.
Aisha, how are you?
I've told you guys, so OGs will remember. But I used to go...
Also, look, I'm here for saying that I think seeing someone's O-face should be consensual. I don't want to see it on a mukbang. That's all. That's all that is. That's all. Give me warning next time. Give me, like, I'm about to show you my O-face. If I haven't consented to your O-face, I don't want to see it.
Okay.
Blah.
My 19th birthday, when I came up, I went to stay at my aunt's when she lived here. And I had 2 friends come with me, my best friends. And we went to a male strip club.
Okay.
Horrible.
Oh.
My friend found out that night she was pregnant. And they were hassling her because she was only drinking Pepsi. It's like, why are you hassling her if she can't buy booze when you charge $5 for a Pepsi anyway? What? Get a life.
God, I hate that insult. Get a life.
What about a designated driver, you know? They can't drink.
Yeah, I mean, like, as someone
Anyway,
who served
I understand I
alcohol
need to make money,
previously,
but
like, you're not...
when you're charging $5 for a Pepsi, you're getting it.
You don't get to hassle people into drinking. That's highly frowned upon down here.
I didn't get a lap dance from any guy that I wanted because he was being tied down by sugar mamas. Like, friggin' 70-year-old women that were, like, all friggin' hot and horny in the corner, like, stealing his attention with those dollar bills.
That's the job, miss. Sorry. That's the job. Christina, thank you so much for the super chat. Christina says she has no perception of what reality is. It's not her first birthday single as she was living with BB on her... As she was living with BB on her last? Yucky vibes in the video? Yeah. Yeah. It's just weird. I think that, like, for me, I prefer to hear, like, discussions of sexual nature in a more serious tone and setting. And that's just me as an audience member, right? I'm not saying that, like, other audiences won't find this interesting in some regard. But for me, I think that, like, when we're talking about sex workers, when we're talking about kinks, when we're talking about, like, anything of that more serious tone in regards to sexual intercourse and the sexual nature of humanity, I think that I just prefer a more serious tone over eating this.
I'm a broke teenager. I got nothing to offer you.
Oh, yeah, also, like, why is age such a big discussion from Foodie? I don't fucking get it. I seriously don't get it. Like, no, we cannot control the passing of the years, Chantal. It will happen. It just happens. Every year, surprisingly, our age will increase, and that's just the way it is. I'm here for anyone, like, enjoying that environment. So why, like, what? Stop it. Just stop it. But also, like, understand that these workers are working, and they are working to make money. So if you apparently in this story weren't willing to get some attention with some dollar bills, then that's on you, and maybe you misunderstand how a strip club works for you. But okay, anyway.
Except maybe a wrinkle-free poontang. I ain't got cobwebs at that age. Oh no. But money speaks louder than cobwebs, so... Anyway, and then this man...
What the fuck, Chantel? That was a really shitty comment. Sorry, that was actually shitty. A lot of what she says is shitty, but I'm just... that phrase, never. Money speaks louder than cobwebs. Get the fuck out of here talking about someone like that. Also, doubting this story ever actually occurred, but also, like, getting upset, literally going on a rant saying how that we're age shaming, how that, like, the audience who's not supporting you is fat shaming, sorry, essentially. When you're literally sitting out here telling a story where you're belittling people because of their age, because of something they can't control. Chantel would do well to look into what protected groups and what protected categories are, because, like, I think she's got it a bit twisted.
Male model gets on stage and he starts, is it Berlin? Starts slowly stripping in a hot pink thong.
Hey, Beetle baby.
They're like flaccid, and they just flash it like this.
Nonsensical.
Excuse me.
Oh, it's okay, Beetle. We're here.
Like, hello. I could see more online, and I wouldn't have to pay $5 for a Pepsi. The song starts playing.
Oh, okay. We're talking about a show.
And it skips. It's that song. Take my breath away. Wait. It was so annoying.
Has she told this story before? Getting deja vu.
The most fun it was looking back and laughing and reminiscing.
Okay.
Another bad birthday.
Making memories.
I always had these big birthday parties. My mom would invite every kid she could think of, even though I didn't like half of them.
She has, Hannah? Okay. Everyone's like, yes, Zach just told the story before.
You want me to share my Barbies with Danielle? I don't like Danielle.
Hey, Johan. Yes! You can chuffle now.
She shit her pants.
There are some fun emotes, including a
In
boot.
school. And you know what I used to laugh at her for? And guess what my karma is? Shitting my pants now.
Yeah. Glass houses, man.
Sometimes you can't make it. So, hi, Sam. Getting ready for a birthday party, she was curling my bangs. I don't know why my mom always did. Did your parents do that when you were a kid? Curled your bangs with a curling iron and then tease them?
No.
So they look like mashed potatoes or clouds?
Mashed potatoes? Has hair ever looked like mashed potatoes?
What the heck?
Yeah, what the heck?
I hated that. So anyway, she was curling my hair. I turn around, bang. Curling iron right in the eye. Oh man, that hurt. I had a burn on my eye. I had to wear a patch. Eye patch for my birthday.
Did you? Okay.
The good thing was, I got a huge Barbie house for that birthday. I'll never forget that.
I never got Barbies. I had a friend who had a lot of Barbies.
And I didn't let Danielle play with it. She had to play with the grocery store.
I spent a lot of time at my friend's house. She had a Super Nintendo and a Barbie house.
I only let her
played
play with
with
it because
both.
it was a crummy toy at that point. It was like a Barbie grocery store. All the little pretend food was gone because guess what? My cats were beesing at the time. And always stole my Barbie grocery store food.
Wait, it was real
The
food?
little hamburger buns. Oh yeah, she had to play with nothing.
I'm confused. Very confused.
I love the salad. So, anyway, it wasn't just that she shit her pants. She was a real biatch.
Right.
Always telling
Again,
on me.
glass
She
houses.
would bait me into saying a bad word.
Man, I cannot believe I'm still going. I cannot understand harboring this type of, like, negative emotion about childhood, about relationships in childhood. I just, like, unless it's, like, siblings who you kind of have to deal with continuously. Like I remember elements of my childhood, but I'm certainly not like harboring any ill will or aggravation towards like 5-year-old Ernie for telling on me because I said Jesus Christ in preschool. Like, I hope he's doing well. I have no idea where he is, but like, I'm not frustrated or upset by it. It's fine. It's really fine.
And then telling me.
Yeah, kids.
She learned that a vagina was called a beaver. And a C-U-N-T. So she made me say it. Hey, can you say this word? C-U-N-T, it means vagina. And I said it, and then she told on me.
Okay.
So no.
And he was a
I'm not
snitch.
sharing my freaking evidence with you.
He was a snitch, Tuna, but that's okay. I
still
hope he's
don't
doing well. See you midnight. I've got to bounce too soon. How much longer? Okay, 6 minutes.
Anyway.
I can do it. I can do it. We can fit it in. Should have got up earlier.
Good birthday I had. Was going to a Caribbean club with my aunt. I think I was 20. My 2 friends.
Bye,
The club
Cozy.
is closed down now, but a lot of hot guys.
Oh, Ellie, we reacted to the Rage video first to put things into
We had some good
perspective.
laughs.
It was
One guy-
interesting.
I called him Tupac. And we were so thrilled when we were outside. He had a big rolled cigarette, but it looked like a big blunt, big spliff. And I was like, oh, is that, my friends and I were like, oh, is that weed? Can we smoke some? He
The
instantly
weeds.
became not cool because he was like, nah, it's just tobacco. I think it was like from leftover cigarette butts.
What is going on?
Ew. So, then there was this guy on the dance floor. He had crutches. But he was going to town with those, dancing with those crutches. He was like going like this and dancing.
Uh-huh.
I think at one point he did the floss with his crutches. And I had a picture. Oh, Lord, I wish I still had that picture. We took a picture, my friends and I, at the table in that club. And in
Oh.
the background, we didn't notice.
That's what
Back then,
we're
you get
talking
your pictures developed at what's called a Photoshop. Oh, I'm old. Anyway, the crutches were in the background. Oh, my God, did we laugh.
about. Hey, Maureen. Thank you. The hoodie is very cozy. Thank you for the super chat.
Oh, my gums. I mean, how funny is that, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. B-Gab,
That was a fun
absolutely,
club. They
we
played good
remember.
music. Had a really cool dance floor.
I think we're just talking about clubs now. I think that's what this is.
A lot of really hot black men. And beautiful black women. Just dancing, having a good time.
Okay. I'm so lost in this story, guys. I have no idea.
I think the Tupac guy had a crush on my friend. She was skinny. And really pretty. She was Moroccan.
Okay. Jumping topics too much. Yeah, exactly. Bye, Olivia. Natural. It's hard to keep up. Because we were talking about
And,
birthdays. And now we're on to clubs. Was she, did she
funny.
mention? Did she mention her aunt? So is this story from Jamaica?
So this birthday, I don't know.
Birthdays. Gotcha.
But
Went to a Caribbean club with her aunt when she was 20.
And there's black corn
Michelle,
there.
thank you so much for clarification. I was
I mean-
very confused.
I'll think about it. See how I feel. Might chicken out, like I said. If I do get a male escort or rent a hotel room, period,
God, we're back onto that. Okay.
you know.
Yeah,
I
Beetle,
will
it's
block.
pretty... It's pretty problematic.
Part of me just wants to chill and hang out with Pete and my family.
I think, look, I don't want to specifically, like, I'm trying to unpack it as, like, Chantel doesn't talk about other people well, right? I think that's the clearest, most concise way of me saying it, is that, like, she doesn't speak of others well in any way. Like, objectifying other people, shaming other people. Like, we've got 2 of those instances just in this production. You know, there's all of the isms of the past that we consistently kind of remind ourselves of and see flashes of throughout the content. Like, she just doesn't speak of others well.
And part of me wants to do something I've never done. But like I said, I need to do some prep, man. I need some landscaping down there because I'm like those cobweb women now.
That's another example.
Been a while.
Look, self-care. Self-care.
But
Hey, Michelle. How's it going?
Whew. What? Sorry, guys. He got slapped in the face. Come on. We're a bitch to open and a bitch to close.
Often. Yeah, Lily.
Hey, sweetie.
You make a good point.
Alright, guys. I'm done with this.
Oh, thank God. I'm done with this.
Hey. Don't eat bees. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you're not traumatized. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.
Like, I just wish she would have handled the entire discussion of, like, everybody in a different way. Anyway, team, we have 2 minutes to unpack. What are our thoughts? What are our feelings? What are our takeaways? What have we learnt? To say it simply, Chantel doesn't speak of others very well. I'm sticking to that conclusion because it covers a lot without having to go into very specific, like, discussion. I'm more than happy to have that discussion. I just think that whenever she's talking about any other individual, it always comes across not well. Minus 6 out of 10 poutines. I'm so sorry, Beetle Baby. I'm sorry. I hope you enjoyed the stream, though. Yeah, doesn't speak of other individuals well. Is successful on her 2 out of 7 daily mukbangs for the week, I suppose. We got a rant in there. Comments were turned on for a moment and then turned off, which is curious. And considering the rant, I would probably piece together the fact that and the fact that she actually mentions it in the rant, that her true supporters may be questioning a lot of what's going on. The age-old discussion of, you don't know my health even though I put it forward as content, happened. Also, like, your diet is part of your health in this narrative, so, there it is. Yeah, that's everything that I learned. It's everything that I learned. It was all mess. It's all mess. So, we're going to call it that. I've got a couple of minutes before I need to head out to work. Fortunately, I just need to, like, get my shoes on and, well, take my hoodie off. And I can go. But thank you all so much for joining me. 762 viewers in the chat at the moment. Thank you all so much. I very much appreciate it. The channel wouldn't be here without you, and I appreciate you all as audience members. If you would like to hit that like button on the way out, I'd very much appreciate it. And I would see you in the next video and or live stream. Bye!